Hey class, I hope you've been enjoying our discussion on the human skeleton. Today we're going to make something called a name skeleton. It will look something like this. Everyone's will look different because it will have your very own name here. As you can see, this one is Alex. Before I show you how to make it, let me tell you what supplies you will need. First, you will need 1 or 2 pieces of white paper. You will also need a piece of black construction paper. You will also need a pencil, glue, and a pair of scissors. So gather your supplies and let's get started. Okay, to begin, take 1 piece of white paper and fold it in half. It can be hot dog style or hamburger. Once your paper is folded in half, you're going to write your name in cursive. Once the name is written out in cursive, you're going to simply cut out the name. Cut around your name so that it's almost like a bubble letter. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'm finishing up cutting out the name. Once you're done, it will look something like this. As you can see, A-L-E-X, but I have 2 because my paper was folded in half. So once you have your 2 names, you're going to set your white paper aside and bring in your black construction paper. You want to line up your names where they're basically mirroring each other. Just like that. The next thing you're going to do is place them on the paper where you want them. This is going to make the body of your skeleton. You're going to place a tiny drop of glue, not too much or it'll slide around, but a tiny drop of glue in one spot of the name for both. That way you make sure that they're exactly where you want them and you can kind of move them around and get them settled before you completely glue it all down. So I have started to glue everything down. I just have this bottom part left. I just want to make sure that it's exactly how I want it and it's connected. Now I will just finish gluing the names down. Okay, so it's completely glued now. What I like to do is sometimes I get a little bit of excess glue. I like to wipe that off so it makes it look much cleaner. Now is the easy part. Now you're going to take the white piece of paper that you have left over and you're going to draw and cut out arms and legs. Like my demonstration, you can really make the arms and legs and face look any way you want. It's also easiest to do this with your paper still folded in half because you'll get 2 whenever you cut it out. Now my legs are glued on. Next we need to make the arms. Again, they can be any shape that you want and any size you want. This is all about what you want your skeleton to look like. Alright, so now we have our arms and legs on. The last thing we need to do is make the head. Once again, the head can be any shape you like. I already have a head cut out from my last project, so I'm just going to use this one. You can choose whatever shape you like for your head. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to cut the eyes and the nose and the mouth. You want to bend your head in half. It doesn't have to be creased all the way, but just to where you can get to both sides of it. What I like to do for the eyes is bend it again and make a little cut through the whole thing. As you can see, there's a little cut. Now you're going to stick your scissors through that hole and just cut a little circle out. And I think it's kind of fun. If it's not a perfect circle, it'll just make your skeleton look more fun. So there are the eyes. Now you're going to fold it in half again and do the same thing. You can just cut out a nose, whatever shape you want your nose to be. I'm going to go ahead and do a square nose this time. The trick is to make your skeleton look different and fun, different from everyone else. Oh, it's more of a rectangle, but there's my nose. And the last part is the mouth. So there you have a skeleton head. The last part of this craft is just to simply glue on the skeleton's head. And there you have it. It's a name skeleton.